Well, Edberg, I felt, was quite lucky to come through that game because there were forehand errors in it, and even this final forehand, which excited him, and I don't blame him because it was about the first decent forehand he'd hit in that game, and even that clipped the net. But it did bring the break point to a happy conclusion for him. So that was an edgy sort of break, I think, that he achieved there. Edgy for both players. They're both tense. There's a sort of lull in the match here at the moment. It's mainly psychologically that they're obviously both so keen to win. Edberg to produce yet another final, a chance to win again. He won in '91. And Muster just to prove everybody in the world of tennis wrong, because who believed that he was going to get through 1, 2, 3, 4 matches, maybe get to the semi-final, final, high seeding at Wimbledon, win Wimbledon maybe. Who knows? I bet he thinks he can.
Well, he's confounded me, and as you've said, most other observers. And I think we must all admire the guts and the spirit of determination in Thomas Muster. New tennis balls. With a break, the first of this set, Edberg 2-1.
Love.
Yes.
40-15.
You have to chuckle because really Edberg did not know what was happening there. Wonderful moment for Muster, this. Lovely little dink, and all Edberg can do is just push it back. Now where's he going? Surely not. My goodness, it's in.
Game Edberg. Edberg wins 3-1.
Well, Edberg underlining that break of serve pretty well there. And suddenly Muster has got to fight even harder.
Love 15.
Well, this just shows if you never give up, if you hang in there, you see the last 2 points there, the nice safe block volley by Edberg, but wonderful things done from the back of the court to keep the ball in play. Terrific point by Edberg.
$15-30.
That'll hurt. It's on the favourite backhand. So that's 2 double faults in this game, 5 in all today, and 4 of them in the last 2 service games.
Edberg leads 4 games to 1.
Well, earlier today I asked Tony Pickard if he felt Stefan was particularly up for this match, and he said, well, yes, he felt that Stefan is as eager today as he was when he first played here all those years ago. And he'll be pretty pleased with the performance today. He was worrying about the tension in Edberg's rackets, but if you look at this last rally, Bill, I don't think there's much wrong with the tension here.
No, and I don't think there's much wrong with the tension in Edberg himself now either, which I think there was a few games ago. I thought he was very tense indeed. But now, having achieved 1 break, he loosened up a bit, and he's really gone for the second break of serve. And he is pumped up. There's absolutely no doubt about that. He over the last 2 or 3 years, he's become a harder character on court anyway. He's always been the ultimate in good manners and sportsmanship, but he's become harder and even wanted success more, if anything.
And wanted to go out in his last year on a high note. So he's been working just as hard as he ever did off court. 4-1.
15 love.
There was 6th ace, signalling the growing confidence in Edberg.
Yeah. 30 love. $30-15.
Oh, yes. That's been the case today.
30 all.
If the ball has not been particularly deep and he has time, he's generally found a way past Edberg, usually with tremendous power, though we've seen, as there, 1 or 2 lovely dinks.
$40-30.
Well, it was only 93 miles an hour. They have to be placement aces these days, really, for Edberg. Doesn't do it with raw power.
Deuce.
Don't write him off yet.
Advantage Edberg.
Stefan thought he'd clipped the line. There was a suggestion of a puff of white something. It may be dust because this court has had no rain on it this week.
Deuce. Advantage, Edberg.
I've noticed lately, particularly this year, Stefan Edberg seems to be going behind the opponent with his volleys more than before. Good tactics. Of course, no way can you collect it. Point for 5-1.
Game, Edberg. Edberg leads 5 games to 1.
Well, they're not actually cheering in the stands yet. The applause is pretty vehement, though, and I think they came here hoping to see Stefan Edberg win, and it looks as if he might. 1-5.
Block of 10.
Not a lot that Thomas Muster could do after this other than try and bluff Edberg into a mistake. Didn't work.
Fifteen all. $30-15. $40-15.
One of his better second serves.
Game, Muster. Edberg leads 5 games to 2.
5 games to 2 is 2 breaks of serve with Edberg to come, and one feels that Muster, brave fighter though he is, has left himself rather too much to do this afternoon. But win or lose today, I think he has impressed all of us, not only by his customary courage, but by his adaptation to this alien surface.
I think also he is, he always goes out first, incidentally. I mean, the umpire has not called time. He just wants to be on the tennis court, Thomas Muster, and that might be the last time he walks out, because you'll hear an enormous cheer in a minute, I think, as Edberg might well be walking out here in this match for the last time.